Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and we are back on Europa. So what I would like to do this episode is finish our manufacturing room right here. We're actually almost done. We did manage to complete... Actually, we got all of the wind turbines on top done, so now what I need to do is place all of the walls on the inside, remove all of the iron walls on the outside, and then replace all the cladding. So we're going to do that really quick. And then I need to make some more wind turbines so then I can actually... Gosh dang it. So then I can kind of redo this top part too, because eventually I'm going to replace all of these frames and we're going to have maintenance corridors inside here as well. So let's go and do that really quick. So let's head inside. Just put some cladding right there for now.
Jetpack low.
Alright, let's turn you off. Let's open up our helmet, and then we are going to place all of our stuff right here for now. Let's go inside. Oh yeah, I also need to place a couple more batteries too. So let's go up top for a minute and take a look here. Yeah, I need to place another 2 batteries here, so we'll absolutely start doing that. Let's see. Alright, so let's get rid of all these frames. Alright, sweet. And now what I need to do, let's just drop the frames down here for right now. Flat walls go up. And then normal walls go here. Alright, sweet. So let's replace this all with plastic sheets and steel sheets. Awesome, and then we'll do the top part. We're going to do this one first. Alright, and our maintenance corridor is done, so now we can remove all the all the iron walls from the outside and replace all that cladding. Well, one thing I do want to do is I want to place a couple more batteries up here, which means I need to deconstruct this stuff down here, place another frame. Okay. God, I have stuff just everywhere right now. Alright, so let's see here. Move you, and let's deconstruct this wall for a minute. Let's see, we'll place a steel frame. Oh, the air scrubber's in the way. This thing's just forever in the way, actually. Just place it right there for now. There we go. So now what I would like to do is place a couple more stationary batteries. I'm going to pick up after myself. Alright. So, let's see here. 20 gold, 20 copper, 20 steel. So a bunch of 20s. So let's go and take a look. Let me turn my light off since I'm in here. Alright, I should have enough. So let's do 40 steel, 40 copper, and 40 gold. Oh, why was that a thing? Alright, and we're going to make 2 stationary batteries. So once those are done, I can remove all of this stuff and we should be good. Granted, I can probably remove this frame either way. I'm going to keep this frame right here, but this one I can actually remove. There we go. Sweet. And that's almost done. Let's see. Let's fill up on our food and water here really quick. Speaking of, our potatoes are ready to harvest too. Alright, water's good. I'm trying to decide what I want to do next because part of me wants to build our atmospherics room, but another part of me wants to build the landing pad so we can at least get some traders coming in. Oh, there's one battery. Alright, the other one's going to be a minute before it's done, so let's head up here, turn our light on so I can see. Yeah, let's do this one for right now. Grab our arc welder, steel sheets, and weld. Perfect. Now that should be connected. Okay, perfect. It is. That's the only downside of building with cladding, is I can't really deconstruct any of these walls to see how I have cables and stuff. Granted, the sensor lenses I could actually use, so that's another way that I can do it. All right, so then I can remove this frame now. I think this is almost done. Yeah, it's done now. I do need another steel sheet. Let's see here. We're just going to do this real quick. I can turn my light off. Alright, and then let's turn you off for right now, too. Sweet. Alright. Perfect. So now I can deconstruct these 2 steel frames here, and then our maintenance corridor should be done, at least for the most part. If there's anything else I need to throw up here, I absolutely can, but thanks. So let's do this. Oh no, I'm one short. I'm always one short. It's like a universal thing. Alright, let's throw you in here. Let's turn you back on. Make a couple of steel sheets. Sweet. Alright, and we have our little maintenance corridor up top. Not really a little maintenance corridor. I did get a couple of comments asking why I'm making it so big. Because I could do like a 1x1 and just have it run through the entire base. But the reason I'm doing it like this is because essentially I want each room kind of closed off, since I like to build my bases as more modular than anything. So if like something happens in this room or this hallway, I can close these doors and then get everything fixed before I can reopen it to conserve atmosphere and stuff. Okay, sweet. So let's go work on the outside for a minute. I need to replace all that cladding. Speaking of, oh, that's all right there. Okay, perfect. What is this? Oh, the floor goes right here. Put the floor there. This passive vent I can put back right there for right now, and then I have this extra vent, which this is completely empty. So I can actually start hooking nitrogen into this heat box here. Alright, let's empty my inventory a little bit here. Alright, we're going to keep the sheets or the glass sheets and the steel sheets on me. The cladding, we're going to move into here. Alright, so let's put our suit on, and then we're going to head outside. Alright. First things first, I do need to deconstruct all of these iron walls that I have here. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Now I need to grab the angle grinder and deconstruct all this. Oh no. Gosh dang it. Our battery be dead. One thing I did want to try to do... God, everything's dead. Never mind. Okay, well... Let's head inside and swap our battery out. You know what I might actually do here? Let's do this. That way it's just a large battery, so it'll last a little bit longer. Plus, I want to replace all my small batteries with large batteries anyway. And then I don't know if I'm going to use wireless batteries or not. I don't think I really want to. They are convenient, but also they're kind of tedious too. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so I have 15 there. so there's all of those. Now let's place all of the cladding. Alright, so all that's done. Now what I need to do is I need to paint all of these guys. Oh, heck yeah. Oh no, my jetpack. God, the jetpack just loses thrust so freaking fast.
Jetpack low.
Is there a visual difference between the flat wall and the flat cladding? As far as I know, no, there's not. But the flat wall obviously will is airtight. But it looks almost identical. Alright, I think that is everything. Heck yeah, that looks so good. I love that. So now what I would like to do before I do anything else is get enough resources to actually place more wind turbines on top of this part. Granted, I am going to redo this slightly. So I'm going to well, I can probably fit because I can do the same thing that I did here. So 2 4 6 2 4 6. So I can fit 24 in this area right here where I had 20 last time. So I'm gonna have to redo all of this. Which I can still have a similar setup to how this currently is, so that's not terrible. Yeah, I'm actually just going to use oxygen from the atmosphere. I just need to get around to actually doing it. Sweet, okay. And then I think what I want to do is on top of here, I'm going to place just normal flooring. Which actually I could do that right now. Because this is going over here, so this is our main power cable. So I can do 20, I can do 28. Well, 28 plus 15. So, okay, let's, how much iron do we have? But yeah, I'm definitely going to use, oxygen from outside in order to fill our propellant. Alright, so let's do, well, I have extra cladding on me, which I can get rid of, at least for right now. So we'll put the cladding there, we have plastic sheets there, and let's do that. Sweet. How much iron do I got? I got 85 iron, so that's for the top of our manufacturing room plus the hallway. And then we'll do another 15 for on top of this room here. So this will all just be normal flooring. Not to mention all the flooring that I'm going to need in here too. Okay, so I'm going to need quite a bit of flooring actually. Let's see, you already have an automatic oxygen scanner refill station. I do, but I don't want to use the warm oxygen inside. Like, I just want to use the cold oxygen outside. Because this is the oxygen I breathe. I cannot breathe the outside oxygen because of how cold it is. Grant, I could just pump oxygen. Wait, why are you red? Wait, where's that red light coming from? Huh. Interesting. I guess I could focus on the flooring in here too. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have to make flooring either way. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, and then I can't actually look inside there. And that's almost done. So I think what I want to do next, yes, because this is hooked up right here. So yeah, we're gonna, because this is a, I'm gonna turn this into a back pressure regulator. We're gonna turn this pipe so it's connected to here, and then all of our overflow gas is gonna go in here as this heats up. I wonder how much it would actually drop 9 MPa at 23 degrees Celsius down to 145. I don't know. I know it would drop it quite a bit. Okay, so I need, well, actually, I can do this too. Alright, so then I need another, because I have the 15, well, the 16 already, so I need another 27. And then I'm going to need to get more iron regardless. So this is going to be for the top of our base, since the inside is almost basically done. So while we're waiting for that, let's do this. Okay, we're going to do that for right now. Yeah, you're dead, aren't you? Dang it. Let's do that. There we are. So this is going to be a back pressure regulator. And we're going to set this to 250. And we'll keep you turned on for right now. Could do an active and charge internal pressure? Yeah, that's what I'll probably end up doing. That's actually fairly easy to do, actually.
Hydration critical.
Ah. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of water in there. Top our food up. Let's make another baked potato. Actually, I don't actually need to close that. That battery's charging up nicely. The only downside is I can't see these batteries. I'm gonna have to go up here, but they're charging. I should put a couple of lights up there too, actually. Alright, so we'll do this, this, this. There we go. Alright. So let's head outside really quick. We'll place all of the flooring I have up there just so I can get rid of it out of my inventory. And I want to figure out what that light is. Like, what's that red light? Oh, is that the door itself? Huh. That's interesting. So I might hold off on the not cladding, the flooring for right now up here. This part's already done, so I can do this. I should just need another 10, give or take. Sweet. Okay, and then I should be left with 15, which I am. So my math was right. It will charge suit. Have you connect the suit storage to power? And not yet. I have not. Yeah, I know it will charge my suit storage battery. For right now, I'm just swapping my battery out until I want to find a more permanent place for it. So I guess what I can do is I can kind of redo this a little bit. Well, actually, yeah, let's redo all this. I'm still gonna have this main power line in the middle. Okay, so let's do... how do I want to do this? Well, either way. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. Then we'll do another one right here. Actually, I can just do that too. Sweet. And then that will allow me to fit 24 upright wind turbines up in this area. And then I need to figure out how I want to do the battery here, but for right now, this will work. I don't recommend filling 9 MPa at negative 145 degrees Celsius. Might blow up in your base. Yeah, you're not wrong. Grant, I could always take it out, but I could always use pipe heaters too. I mean, I could always have oxygen come in, heat it up. I mean, it's not really the worst thing because I have, I mean, I'm going to have heaters, so maybe just having oxygen come in from the outside is probably the better alternative. But right now, I'm just using my CO2. Alright, so that's actually looking pretty good. So now what I would like to do is actually start working on our furnace here because I'm going to have to go out on a mining trip anyways. turn you off, open up our helmet, and let's take our suit off. Sweet. Alright, so this is ready to heat up. So now what I need to do is I need to place... Let's see, do I have... Actually, there should be a bunch of nitrogen in here, shouldn't there? That's a tracker. Gosh dang it. Yeah, we have quite a bit of nitrogen in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab a canister, which I guess I could use propellant. But we're just going to make another canister. So let's grab you. Could do a smart canister, but we'll just do a normal one for right now. Alright, we have 47 moles. Now, I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on my batteries, too. Alright, that is actually heating up quite a bit. So now what I would like to do is I'd like to get a couple of consoles up here, too. So I could do... Well, I'm going to probably do similar to what I did. Or what I'm doing on our moon base. I'll have... pressure and temperature for our furnace, and then temperature and pressure for this tank right here. I don't really need one for the room because I can see it right here. So, alright, you're fine. So let's go and grab all of this. Let's see here, consoles. So I need 4 of these. Alright, that's heating up quite fast. I do want some plastic sheets too, so I can finish walling this up. I also need to hook this up to power. Sweet. There's the console, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and gosh dang it. There we go. We'll do something like that. Let's do gas display, which I need more iron. What's this up to? I mean, technically, I just need to get some gas in here. I saw a little, like, heat wave or something. Gosh dang it. I pressurized the steel frame squared to 1.5 GPA. I didn't think the sensors would display past after reloading. Something popped and they got... Uh-oh. can like see heat waves coming out of the out of this hot box here. That's hilarious. All right, well let's make a couple of these. I'm gonna make the furnace ones first. I do need some silicon here so I can make some glass. I just need one glass sheet because I already have one on me. And the fact that you don't need data disks anymore is mind-boggling. Okay, so let's see. I have a cable here, so I can run the cable around. We'll just hook these ones up too. Oh. Okay. We are gonna redo this then. So we're gonna cut you, and cut you. There we go. We're gonna do that. We're gonna grab you and do that. Sweet. Alright, that's actually fairly hot. Granted, it's not actually heating up our base. Yeah, our base is still pretty, and I can see the heat waves coming off of this, so that is a little concerning there. I wonder if I should delete this. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I do need to hook this up. I need more copper, which I have copper in here. I can turn you off. The suit breaking is so loud. Granted, mine always breaks a very violent way to jump scare every time. Yeah, it scared me when I pressure or when I went to heat this room up in one of my previous videos and my suit broke. That was kind of terrifying, actually. Yeah, I think what I want to do is program all of these so it'll only make as many items as what this is set to. I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually do that, but I do need some more cable. Actually, I want you to go here. Let's see, where's that at? Yep, it's right here. Okay. A Have you rewatched and figured out what? Yeah, no. I rewatched it, and essentially, like, I thought I got thrown into a wall because of the pressure, but there wasn't enough pressure in there. But for whatever reason, my suit caught fire, and I just didn't notice it. Hey, good morning. Okay, so now we need to get gas in here. I guess what I could do, I could throw some nitrous in here, because then that's mostly nitrogen. It doesn't really matter how I do this one. Actually, there is pressure in here, isn't there? Wait a minute. Back pressure regulator. This shouldn't be connected at all. That's not connected. That goes to a passive vent. $250. Alright, hang on a sec. Yeah, input 250. Alright, I might actually... Let's get rid of you. Oops. We're gonna do this. Why is that not heating? Over, yeah, so that's what the back pressure regulator is for. It's to keep it from... Yeah, the input should be 250 kPa. This is only 62.8. Gosh dang it. Freaking hydration level on Stationeers is ridiculous. Like, difficulty. Yeah, like that's what the back pressure regulator is for. It's to keep this pipe right here at 250 kPa. I mean, there is a little bit of gas in here though, so like this is heated up. So I guess theoretically what I could do is I can grab some of this iron here and actually smelt it. Yeah, there's not enough gas in there right now. I can put some more gas in there. That's no big deal. Actually, we'll just do it right like that. Alright, let's go grab some more nitrogen. Yeah, that should heat up quite a bit. I need to see how our power's doing. Alright, I'm gonna have to automate these guys here. Alright, that is increasing. So then what we're gonna do is do this. I can always put some more moles in there if I have to. Although this is heating up, so I can probably just let this do its thing for a while. Yeah, so we'll just leave that to do its thing. There should be quite a few moles in here anyways. So I'm trying to think what I want to work on next, because let's see here. If I want to get, because I want to get canned French fries again, but I'm going to need a trader for that. Or I can start working on our atmospherics room and start sorting our gases and stuff. Oh, I forgot. Alright, so pressure, and we'll do temperature. furnace, furnace, and sweet. Alright, that's actually increasing quite a bit. And this is still increasing, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on these batteries. I mean, for right now, they're okay, but... Alright, so... I could start thinking about the atmospherics room, or I could start thinking about a trader platform. Which it doesn't really matter where I put it. I'd probably do the trader platform over here, honestly. Do that like right here. And then we'll do our atmospherics on this side. And then I'm not going to expand my base unless I absolutely have to. And the only time I'm going to expand is if I have rooms on either side already. So that's the only time I'm going to actually expand it. There goes all our heat. Okay, so let's see here. I have 22 steel frames. I'm going to need a little bit more. How much steel do I got? Okay. So I have 22 steel frames there. So I'm going to need... So 6 and then another 9. Well, another... I think I could get away with 12. So that's 6 more steel frames. And this is going to be for... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build our atmospherics room first so I can get the gases and stuff figured out and get my pipe network up and running. Like I said, it's going to be similar to our moon base, but everything's going to be in our maintenance corridor instead. Speaking of maintenance corridor, I kind of want to put lights up here. I obviously don't need very many lights, just 1 or 2 would work perfectly. I could load this up with batteries too, actually. I could place another set of batteries up here. That would actually work. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on our batteries though. Speaking of batteries, I do want to start making large batteries for everything. Oh, look at you. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3. This one already has a large battery. So that's at least 3. My suit has a large battery. 4 or 5. So probably 5 large batteries. Okay, so what all do I need to make a large battery? Right, let's turn you off to conserve power. Alright, I have enough. I have more than enough actually, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. So I believe I need 900 Kelvin in order to smelt the iron. And these extra batteries we're just going to place over here for right now. And most of these are empty anyways. Well, actually, they're not really, but oh well. This one's empty. When you finish those control walls by the airlock, the density change percent would be nice. Oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely gonna do that. And I might do it for, I could do it for each room, or I could do total charge for every battery. Since all the batteries are going to be hooked up to my main power line, I could do total charge for every battery in my base, which actually might be better. Oh, Jesus. Gosh dang it. So much for me keeping an eye on my batteries. I made 6. Oh well, I'll have an extra battery. Gosh dang it. Frick. I knew I was gonna forget too. That's hilarious. Oh well. So jetpack. So I'm also kind of wondering, I could probably just use nitrogen for my jetpack because I'm throwing ice in here for water and it's separated the gases. So I could just use my jetpack for nitrogen. Or I could just use oxygen. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to put my... I might have to completely empty this canister and then I can just use normal base oxygen. Alright, are you there? Oh. Heck yeah. We've got iron. Oxygen from outside for jetpack is... Yes, oxygen for outside is cheaper, but they did make a good point that I could risk explosion if I go inside. Let's see here. So actually, let's do canister instead. I could do an insulated canister. The insulated canister might actually not be a bad idea. Let's see, I could do a smart canister too. Copper, silicon, and steel.
Hunger caution.
Did you have an opportunity to try out the swimming pool lights yet? No, I did not get around to doing that in my last moon episode. Let's see. Solar heating 0.04. Okay, this one's actually worse than the normal canister as far as like the radiation. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe a smart canister. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get around to doing it in the next episode. I keep getting sidetracked with a bunch of other stuff. So I'm thinking what I might just do is for right now, just use an active vent with some logic. Because I would need a memory. Actually, I would just need 2 logic chips two logic chips and a logic memory is all I need to set that up. Plus, I need a an active bend. But I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it and see. This is a 294, which is I think like the current temperature of what it is in here, right? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so let's do logic. So I need 2 of these. Yeah, it's like I start working on one thing and then I get sidetracked because I think of something else, and then I start working on that thing and I forget about the previous thing I was working on, and then it's just an endless cycle, so I end up with a bunch of unfinished little projects. No, so I'm actually gonna do I'm just gonna place an active vent outside and set the internal pressure to 9,000 kPa. Let's see, and I can actually use this because this is heating up quite nicely. So we're gonna take you. Let's see. Let's get rid of you so I can place you in there. I do need some active, well, an active end. Wait, am I out of gold? Am I all out of gold? Oh no. I'm all out of gold. Oh, that's horrible. Well, oh well. I'm gonna have to go outside. I thought I had gold on me. I thought I had a lot more gold. Apparently I didn't. Darn. Okay. I guess I did make that extra battery for no reason. Whatever. Alright, so we're going to put you in there and you in there. Sweet. Alright, let's head outside. We're going to go mine some gold and then we're going... Oh, actually, my extra battery can go right here. Hey, that works perfectly. Alright, let's head outside. I do want to automate all of our lights and stuff too, because it's kind of fun to do, and it does conserve power. So what I'm thinking is placing all this stuff I need. Oops. Gosh dang it. Can do it like right here. We'll place the active vent with the pipe, and then I can do the logic like right here or down here. It doesn't really matter where. Sweet. Okay. Let's go and grab. Oh geez, I have a bunch of iron in here too. Let's go grab some gold. So we are going to close you. We're going to open you up. We're going to go on a gold hunt. Hey, look at that. I'm gold already. Wait, do I have a large battery in here? I do. We have cobalt in here as well, which I don't really need cobalt right now, so we're not going to mine any of it. Alright, so that's all the gold. Sweet, alright, let's put this in here. Let's go see if I can find any more gold or anything like that. I have plenty of iron. I'm not worried about iron. I could probably use a little bit more copper. I also need to fill all these holes too. Alright, there's more gold right here, so let's mine some of this. Oh, there's actually a bunch of gold right here.
Jetpack low.
Yeah, I know. I could use a logic chip and a logic housing, I suppose, too. So technically I wouldn't need the logic chips, but God, that looks so good. I don't know, I personally like the fact that it's white. It blends in with the European terrain really well. That looks so good. So with using the flat walls, you could also get sections that cover up these corners too, which I don't know if I'm going to actually do that. I could do that. I could test it out. I have a couple of flat walls on me, but I don't know if you really need to. Let's see how it looks, I suppose. Yeah, this will be our test canister. All right, you guys, we're just gonna put you right here for right now. Let's put you there. I'm gonna end up using you. Oh, I forgot about the steel frames. Sweet, and then let's take... Alright, we're gonna put you guys right here for now. We're gonna put you in our inventory. And then let's smelt the gold that we have. There's one. Sweet. Eject. Look at that. All I need is the one. Let's put you right there for right now. Let's merge you guys to keep my base fairly clean here. How are you doing? Oh, you're doing just fine. Alright. Let's head outside. Just because I'm inside, we're going to top off our water for a minute. And then we're going to top off our food. This is my last potato, so I'm going to have to do a harvest here pretty quick. I bet you it does. I mean, otherwise, why would there be a connector on it? Oh my god, I almost went outside without my suit on.
Power low.
That would have been good. Alright, so... I'm about to take the cladding off. That's fine. It's too bad you can't do it like that. It's gonna have to go like that. Or, better yet, let's do it like this instead. Because then I can fit everything into this one little area. Ooh, I'm gonna have to be careful here. So we're gonna do that. Put you back, put you back. We're gonna do this, and then let's do... I don't think I need... Might be able to just get away doing that. And then I also need a logic memory too. Which, the logic memory, I guess I could place down here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where I place it. something like that. I should have enough. Let's do that. Let's do this and that. There we are. Okay, so... Gosh dang it. I need this open. Just for a minute. So logic writer is going to read... Okay, we're going to have to do this too. Oh crap. So yes, do not leave the base, because last time I did that I got thrown and I ended up really freaking far away from our base. Alright, so let's do this for a minute. Let's grab these two batteries here. Alright. Put you over there. And then these should be the batteries that we just keep swapping out then. Let's do, we'll just do propellant. And then I want internal. Set pressure internal. Pressure is going to be, we're going to do this instead. I think you can actually reach the screws between those grid 4 and the screwdriver. I think I can, but I'm just doing this for right now. Pressure internal, so let's do logic memory, active vent, pressure internal. Oh, oops. There we go. Oh crap, I did the wrong one, didn't I? Which one did I do? I did this one. Oopsies. So yeah, I'm gonna set that back to 50.7. Okay. Turn you off. Set this to 9,000. I guess I didn't need this at all. Active vent propellant. Wait, why? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I didn't actually need this. So I can actually turn you. Actually, I can turn all of this off. Yeah, I didn't need this at all. That's hilarious. So now that this is set to... Alright, let's see here. I should just be able to keep you on. Oh, crap. what? Oh. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work, is it? It's too cold. Oh well, I mean, I'm just gonna have to use the oxygen from inside our base. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's gonna blow. So, we tried it. Let's see, I need a wrench to deconstruct it. Oh well. We tried. That's okay. I can use these for something else. I forgot the oxygen. Yeah. Oh well. That's okay. It was fun. This is still cooling off quite a bit though, too. I'm sure there's a way to do it. There we go. Okay. Oh, wrong one. I do want to go up top, but I'm not doing that right now for obvious reasons, so we're just going to head inside for a minute. Yeah, so like realistically, I'm just using my CO2 canister, which actually works pretty good, but let's see. We'll just throw all this stuff in here for right now. In the meantime, I'm gonna go build a couple lockers for our room here. Let's see. Where's all my iron? All my iron is in here. No, it's because of how cold it is in general. Because when I actually first started, I used the cold atmosphere to my advantage and blew a couple of pipes in order to make temporary passive vents. So we're gonna do a locker here, locker here, locker here, and locker there. I guess I could do lockers and stuff on top. I'll figure it out. That's what I could do. Could do a bunch of lockers. I do not like the way that looks. That looks awful. Hmm. Oh well. locker there. Let's see, let's take you, put you there. We'll do a locker right here, and then we'll do, gosh dang it, I'm one short. And we'll do another locker right here. Sweet. And the storm is over, so I can actually head back outside. Here, let's merge these. And the gas in here is actually pretty decent. Okay. Nice. Now I can actually start organizing. I do want to have like an ingot or a thing for all my ingots. Because I'm thinking like auto lathe type stuff, pipe bender type stuff. I'd like to have a locker for each thing. I guess I could do lockers along this wall. Gosh dang it. Along this wall too. I guess that would technically work. Because then what I could do is I could have a locker here and a locker right here. Because I'm not going to need very many lockers for like the rocket and the security printer. I'll figure it out. I'm just kind of messing around with it right now. I do know that this is going to be the hydroponics locker. So let's go grab all of this. Put all that right there for right now. Let's see, is there anything else? I have a passive vent I can throw in here. Sweet, okay. An active vent, and this guy. I do need to harvest my potatoes too. There we are. I guess I could put a locker right here where all my ingots are. I need to actually place heating and cooling and stuff in here too. Okay, let's start working on the outside since the storm is over. Water is a little bit low. Food is decent for right now, so I'm not too worried about food. And we'll swap that out in a little bit. Yeah, so for right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm wondering if I might want to wait. I should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna be a little short. That's okay. Let's place these down for right now, since all I really have to do is just place the a little bit more heavy cable and then the wind turbines down. Man, that's looking good. Sweet. Alright, so I'm thinking where I want my atmospherics is going to be right here. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I might make this one a little bit different too, just to make it a little bit unique. For right now, I'm going to use my 5x5 design, and then I'm going to Well, it's gonna be unique anyways because of how I'm gonna do like the service corridors and stuff. So, plus with all the cladding and stuff, that'll make it look good. All right, and then we'll have some cladding, or not cladding, but we'll have a little walkway right here. So we'll do something like that. All right. And then I'm gonna make some more steel frames and stuff so I can make proper supports so it actually looks decent. And then I'm gonna make a bunch more cladding and stuff too. Oh, speaking of cladding, look what I forgot to place. Alright. I'm gonna have to double check and make sure that there's cladding everywhere. Alright, so I need some more steel sheet, or steel in general. Which means, I think I have one, two, yeah, so I have enough to make another 200 steel. Which, at some point, I do want to start looking for a place to build an outpost. Oh, geez. I tried the portable thing with 2 balls and 1 oxy and a flare. 2 balls was... Wait, so even with the portable tank, like just 2 volatiles and 1 oxide was too much? Like the pressure just...
Jetpack low.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to test that out, actually.
Jetpack
Obviously, I'm not gonna do it inside the base for obvious reasons. Okay, this is annoying. We're doing that. So let's do a potato harvest. Sweet, and we've got more food. Speaking of food, let's eat this. Yummy. Okay. So then I'm gonna need some more cladding. Let's see here. I just make quite a few stacks of cladding. What's this at? Or this is actually increasing quite fast. Now I could get some of the temperature out of here. We'll knock it down to 1 MPa. And close enough. Should allow it to heat up faster too. Alright, so let's make some steel really quick. Yeah, that's going to be too cold. So that's going to take a minute. That's fine. Alright, we're going to knock it down to 1 MPa again. And then I also need to program these two. There we go. Alright, that's going to take a minute, but that's fine. So let's grab, actually, the gas display. Yep, they're in here. See, all my iron is going to be in here. Oh, oops. just need 2 of these. And then I need 2 sheets of glass. And I do need to hook this up. Perfect. All right. All right, and then hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so let's hook these up here. So this one's going to be temperature. Let's see, it should be, there it is. I guess I could search it too. I keep forgetting that's a function. Yeah, so the pressure in the tank is not, well, the pressure in the tank is actually quite a bit, but the temperature is not too high, so I can actually use this as kind of a coolant tank. All right, and this is almost ready to smelt. But for right now, let's see here, what else do I need? I need a bunch more cladding. Let's see if I can do some math here. So I need, I'm gonna need a lot of cladding because I forget that the sides and stuff need cladding too. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make a crap ton of steel sheets. This will actually make only 9 steel sheets for us, but. And then I do want to make some lights and stuff. I guess I could start focusing on the ceilings as well. Yeah, so far our furnace is actually doing quite well. Alright, batteries are good. I do kind of want to automate this area too. So what I might end up doing is placing a housing right here to control this room. Because I already have a housing over here to control this room. Granted, a lot of it's not being controlled, but that's okay. So what do I need for steel and solder? Well, there goes all my steel. But hey, we have more steel. Perfect. Alright, yeah, let's make a housing. So I need solder. Wait, where's all my... Oh, it's all gonna be right here. And then we'll use an integrated chip, which means I need some electrum. Alright, that's going to take a minute. Alright, so we have some steel sheets. What I do need is, there was what, 28? So I need at least 28 ingots worth. This is only, what, 9 ingots worth? So 29, So I need 19 more. Alright, so I need to figure out where do I want to place this guy? Hmm. See, right here would have been... Actually, right here's not bad. I can do it right there. At least for right now. Beautiful. Okay. So now I have this. So I might do is just put it... Can I glitch it through? I did. Sweet. Granted, realistically, I'm just going to do this. Alright, awesome. So let's eject all of this. And then I think what I'm going to do... Well... I might actually put this over here because I might make this into my ingot locker. Yeah, I might make this into my ingot locker, actually, now that I think about it. So I'll place something else right there. Yeah, let's do that. So maybe what I'll do is this. We'll place that right there. And then I'll place a couple active and it's going to be kind of the same setup as my moon base, actually. Because it actually works really well. And we'll do that. Let's grab some normal cabling. We'll do that. Perfect. Sweet. Okay. So, okay, let's do, so I have 9 ingots worth of steel sheets right here. If I need 28, 9, I need 19 more. Alright, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on, and we're going to get a couple, well, I have one active vent already. So I need one more active vent. 5 iron, 1 gold, 5 copper. How do you think I was using? Oh, yeah. I think if it's just normal 2 oxide and or 1 oxide and 2 volatiles, I think you're probably safe. Could be completely wrong, but okay. So then we have the 1 active vent here. If you put an ingot locker in front of that, it should still read from the room regardless, because as long as I'm in the room, it should still activate. I mean, worst case scenario, I can put the gas sensor there, so I'm going to put the locker there first and make sure everything's working before I start throwing ingots everywhere. Alright, let's do some heaters. I don't really need heaters. As far as the cooling goes, I'm just going to use the outside atmosphere to Grant, I could just use nitrogen still, like in the moon base, and just either way, it's still going to get really cold, so I'm really not too concerned about it. Let's do 3 iron. So I'm going to need 3 times 4 is 12 iron, 4 gold, and 12 copper.
Hydration critical.
So we're going to go 2 of these, and then 2 wall coolers. And I don't really need the wall coolers that much, but that's okay. Our batteries are still doing decently, so that's good. Yeah, this setup actually works really well. So I can put you back. I need to actually keep you open. And then I'm gonna have to bring our computer in here. Well, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's deconstruct you for a minute, and we'll just place you in front of this. It should still work. I should still be able to get behind here too. Yeah, that should still work. So, okay, let's do this. Let's go grab our lap. First thing we're gonna do is eat. Eat and drink some water here really quick. Thriving, thriving, thriving. Everything thriving. That's fantastic. There we are. Alright, and that should be enough to weld all those frames there. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Gosh dang it, I forgot my laptop. I also need another large battery for the laptop too, don't I? Let's see, what do we have in here so far? We have grow lights, cooling, filtrate. Yeah, we're gonna clear all of this out, actually. So, what I need to do... That's gonna be waste, and then everything else I think is probably good. Okay, so let's do the room sensor first. So we'll do fine. Room sensor. That. Lights, and we want the round light, which is this guy. Okay, so that's all I need for right now, and then we'll do, let's see here, activate R0, not negative. Alright, so we'll do light start. This is going to be kind of similar to everything else that I code, but that's okay. Activate, so Room sensor. Activate. We'll just do some. And then the lights on. Activate. Jump to light start. I think that's all I need to do. The light one always kind of confuses me a little bit because of how simple it is. Heck yeah. Sweet. That was easy. And it still works even though the locker is blocking it. So, awesome. Kind of a bit of a delay though, isn't there? I wonder if that has something to do with the locker. Let's test it out really quick. Nope. Well, we'll put the locker back. I was just curious more than anything. So this will be our ingot locker, which means all of our stuff we collect will go. Gosh dang it! Wow. Doesn't really matter how I do this. There we are. If you add the furnace consoles, you can save another 200 watts while not in the room. That's true. Could add the furnace consoles. Granted, what I really want to do is automate these guys. So once once the batteries reach a certain level of charge, granted that one's going to be slightly difficult to do. No, not really. I should be fine. I'll just make sure I have enough power. Sweet. Okay. So lights are done. I could hook up heating and cooling. I'm not too concerned about heating and cooling right now. And I don't have enough to actually hook up our waste vent. So for right now, this room is completely coded for the time being. And then I'm gonna figure out exactly how to hook up these guys to the printers, because I want to make it so whatever this is set to is how many items actually get printed. I think that'd be kind of a fun thing to do. But in the meantime, because I only have about 15 minutes left of the stream, we are going to work on the outside of our base. Let's see, water's good, food is good, everything else is good, so let's head outside. All right.
Power low.
Power's fine. If you add the furnace consoles, you save another 200. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that too. The furnace consoles. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea, because I don't really need to have them on while I'm not in there. Yeah, so maybe I'll end up doing that. Although this shouldn't take me too long, so I'll do it once I go back inside. Oh no. This runs out of gas fast, actually. Oh, sweet. Alright, that is completely welded, so this is ready for walls and cladding and all that kind of stuff. What I need to do first, though, is make another 25 steel frames so I can place more wind turbines on top. That's so irritating that I have to do it that way. It's so frustrating. I hate that. Although, this looks pretty sweet. What I might actually end up doing is placing railings up here and stuff too, because I could have a little walkway. Like, I can walk through. This is so cool. I love this. Okay, so I'm completely getting sidetracked. Let's do a bunch of cladding because I do have quite a bit of iron. I don't know how much iron I actually have on me. I don't have any more iron on me. Okay. Well, let's go inside for a minute. What I like most about this game is that there are usually many different solutions to your problems once devs let people try to use it. Yeah, no, that's 100% true. Like, I feel like you can just keep playing this game over and over and over again, and every playthrough is slightly different, even if you do stuff the exact same way. Because I tend to build the same way almost every time, but everything is, it's always slightly different. Okay, so... and I can do this, so let's do... consoles. Console monitor, let's do this. And then SB, consoles on, activate. On, off, on. That's awesome. 3 lines of code, that's all it takes. That's hilarious. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Where's all my iron at? Wait a minute, all my iron's over here. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's just do 36 pieces of cladding. Alright, that's actually heating up quite nicely, isn't it? That's fantastic. Let's see, what else? I mean, I do know that I need to probably go out on another mining run. One thing I should probably do sooner rather than later is try to find some deep mining outposts, so then, or a deep mining location, so then I can actually start getting some infinite ores and stuff. This is cool. I never thought to actually put our consoles on a an automatic thing like this. Oh, those wind turbines are moving. Our batteries are holding, so that's fantastic. So there's all of you. Let's place you. Sweet. All right, let's go place this cladding. I have the paint can on me, so that should be fine.
Power low.
Okay, let's deal with that really quick. I probably should hook this up, actually. That's That's gonna look so stupid. No, I'm gonna wait until I find a more permanent place for this. Alright, so let's dump all of this out. Sweet. Okay, so actually, let's do this first. It's gonna be like that. That's gonna be like that. Okay. And sweet. And then these are gonna be inside that. Oops. Gosh, why did I do that? And that's gonna be like that. Awesome. Alright, and then what we're gonna do. Sweet. Alright, cladding is for the most part done. I can throw like, you know, some of the cladding here, some cladding here. These are going to be normal. Sweet. Kind of preemptively placing where all the cladding's gonna go before I place everything else. So, alright, so I need some frames. I think I have some iron frames on me that I can actually use. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's go look. Alright, let's turn our suit off, open up our helmet and stuff. I do have some iron frames. Which eventually I'm going to get rid of all these iron frames anyway. So, let's see here. Let's do... Because I'm going to need another 3. Let's do another 28. Alright, so for 28, I'm going to need 56. That's a lot of steel frames. That's okay, though. I love this setup. I actually really like this a lot. Because in the moon base, I have this all the way in the back, which isn't bad, but I kind of like how it's in the middle, and I kind of worked around. That's awesome. Oh, we are losing more and more power, aren't we?
Critical.
I mean, that is moving quite a bit. Yeah, once I get more, wind turbines on top of this section here and actually hook this battery up to our main power line, then our power should balance out a little bit. Granted, what I might end up doing is I can turn these switches off whenever I want. Or what I could do is I could put a pipe analyzer right here, and once the temperature reaches a certain point, these turn off. Like, I could do that too. Alright. I should deal with water really quick. Dang, look at that. That's gonna look so good. Thriving. Why are you're I mean, you guys are in the same growth stage. You're in a different growth stage. I planned you all at the same time, but you're all thriving. That makes no sense. Whatever. Alright, well, that's enough for right now. Some of these are going to be the legs, and then... Let's see... I do have an extra steel frame, right? I had a steel frame the whole time, didn't I? Yeah, I could read the temperature from the tank or the furnace, and honestly, probably not the tank. I'd probably read it from this thing, from the furnace, actually, if I want to automate this. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that, actually. I did need more steel. I'll do more steel sheets later. Do 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 do. There's one there. There's two. There's another two. And three. That's still gonna look so good. Yeah, so what we're gonna do first is obviously I want to get the wind turbines up and running before I actually build this room because of the hassle that went with this one. Granted, it wasn't terrible, but it was tedious enough to where I don't really want to have to deal with it. Also, I'm going to want to get the batteries and stuff up and running as well. So I'm going to want to get the batteries and the wind turbines built for the most part before I do anything else. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to deconstruct you, and actually I can deconstruct all three of you. And you can put cladding on support columns. I could do that, but I kind of like the... You know what I could do? I could fully weld these and then do the new weld that they just added to the steel frames. I could try that. Oh, might end up doing that too. You're that. So let's do 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be our airlock. Well, our corridor / airlock, depending on if I end up blowing myself up, which is always a real possibility. Okay, sweet. So let's go inside. We'll grab a couple more steel frames. I'm going to make some more steel sheets because I'm curious on how that's going to look. I need to grab some plastic sheets if I have any, and then we're going to call the episode here.
Air tank low.
Oh, dang. Air tank's low.
tank critical.
Air tank's fine. It's being refilled. That's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Okay, so there's the rest of those. Let's grab some more steel sheets. Since it stacks to 50, let's just do 25. So we're gonna do this. Ah! Alright, yeah, let's turn these off for right now. Once these batteries fill up, I'll turn them back on. I could link it up to these batteries. I can figure out a way to actually do that, so that's not too tedious. I could make a room with the basement. I don't know what I would put in the basement, though. That's the thing. Let's see how we need. So 3, 2, 2, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would need 16. So we'll do 2 more, and then I do need some plastic sheets because I want to see how this is going to look. Alright, perfect. So we have those. We should have some plastic Really? 1? Oh, I have clad in here too. I'm gonna need plastic sheets anyway for this room, so I'm just gonna not make 174 ingots worth. That's for sure. We'll wait till I hit 170. When heating the next room, I think the big important button and igniter would be interesting. I could do it from a safe distance. So it actually worked pretty decently. Because I did 5 volatiles, I burnt them one at a time, which was perfect. And then I burnt the next volatile, and it heated up enough to melt the other 5 or the other 4 volatiles, which is what caused the issue. I could probably do the volatiles. I just have to make sure I do it 1 at a time instead of 5 at a time.
Air tank critical.
Air tank is fine. You see? Look at that. So worried about my air tank. Alright, so I want to test this out. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see how it looks on the rest of this. I'm not sure if I like that. I actually don't think I do like that. I'm sure it would be good for something, but yeah, I'm not really much of a fan of how this looks. I mean, I could probably paint them, but I just don't like how smooth they are. I mean, I almost would just prefer. Oh, I need a crowbar. That makes sense. Like, I almost just prefer that. Like, that looks better in my opinion. I don't know.
However, caution.
I'll have to play around with it and see how I actually like it, but I am going to call the episode here. So we did quite a bit. I mean, we finished our manufacturing room for the most part. There's a few more things I can actually do to it, but it actually looks freaking fantastic. And we automated our lights, we automated our consoles, we got the advanced furnace up and running. So now I can start working on super alloys, which is going to be kind of fun. One thing I do want to do is I want to start looking for a good region where I can build a deep mining outpost and I can get infinite ores. Um, but yeah, so that's looking fantastic. And then we are in the process of working on our atmospherics room. I'm going to do the batteries and the wind turbines first before I start building the actual room itself. I want to make sure that those are up and running and we're at least getting some power before I start working on heating up our basins or our the room and stuff. But yeah, so that's the next project. But like I said, I would like to find a deep mining outpost. I would like to find probably the copper, the iron, the silicon, and the gold first, since those are the materials I use a lot more of than the other ones. Yeah, that's my plan for at least the next couple of episodes. So hopefully we can find a deep mining location and then slowly expand upon our base. Because I do want to build a trader as well so I can get access to soybeans. But on that note, I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.